Hello, my lovelies. I have another installment of scary stories for you. And these are 6 very short stories of the scariest locations in the state of Nevada. One of the scariest stories in Nevada is the legend of the Pyramid Lake water babies. There's a few versions of the legend, but one of the more popular legends concerns the souls of discarded babies. It goes something like this. Long ago, indigenous Paiute people used to throw premature or deformed babies into Pyramid Lake in order to keep the tribe strong. The spirits of those infants were angry at being cast aside and now haunt the lake, taking revenge on lake dwellers who dare come across their paths. For some reason, they are active only in the spring and like to drag people to a watery grave. And a fact, besides this story, is that every single year, people do disappear on that lake, either swimmers or more often fishermen, because it is a very dangerous lake with undercurrents, and when storms come up or the wind gets high, it can get extremely hazardous to have a boat on. So could be accident or it could be the water babies. Okay, here's my second story, guys. This story is called Love, Kidnapping, Murder, and Ghosts at the Goldfield Hotel. Even though it's been disputed by historians, the ghost story surrounding the Goldfield Hotel has endured for years thanks to its brutality and shocking nature. The story goes that a young woman named Elizabeth became pregnant after falling in love with George Winfield, who is a major player in the development of the state of Nevada, a very wealthy man who also was very married. In response to the news, Winfield chained her to the radiator in room 109 of the hotel, where he kept her for 9 months, feeding and caring for her until the baby was born. When the baby was born, Winfield threw it down a mine shaft and murdered Elizabeth. It's said that her ghost now haunts room 109, where you can hear her banshee-like shrieks. Very interesting. This next story is about ghosts in the ghost town of Rhyolite, Nevada. Rhyolite is a ghost town in every sense of the word. It was initially founded in 1904 and grew to a population of 10,000. By 1924, everyone had moved away or died, leaving the town completely empty. It's said that visitors to Rhyolite hear the voices of miners and long-dead townspeople echoing through the rundown buildings. One of the more famous ghost stories about the town is that of an old gold prospector who was allegedly poisoned by his barber after he brought huge gold nuggets to town, because it was a big mining town. It's said the prospector can be seen wandering around town wearing a large floppy hat. Our next story is called Buried Treasure in 6 Mile Canyon. During the days of the Wild West, Nevada was a place for outlaws, and Jack Davis was no different. The most peculiar thing about Davies was his ability to lead a double life. By day, he ran a successful livery stable in Gold Hill. By night, he robbed stagecoaches, trains, and wagons and melted down any gold that he found, formed it into bars, and buried them. My goodness, there's a classic case of insomnia. How do you have the energy to do all that? I don't know. Davis died an outlaw's death in a stagecoach robbery gone wrong. There are those who believe his cache of gold is buried somewhere in Nevada's 6 Mile Canyon, though anyone who comes near to discovering it has been scared away by the screaming ghost of Jack Davis. According to some reports, his ghost grows grotesque wings and rises in the air to frighten people away. All right, on to our next one. Okay, though, this next one took place close to Reno, Nevada, and it's supposed to be a true story. I mean, they really did find bodies in this canyon, and the murders, there were 4 of them, and the murders have never been solved. And this is the story. Rumor has it that ghosts typically stay in our plane of existence, because something in their life was unresolved or unfulfilled. Such is the case with the Robb Canyon tragedy. In the early 1970s, the mutilated bodies of 4 people were found in Robb Canyon, and their murders were never solved. Area residents have reported seeing strange lights and hearing disturbing sounds, including blood-curdling screams echoing throughout the canyon. Many psychics have visited the area and say it's likely the spirits of the 4 murdered people are stuck there, waiting for their murders to be resolved. Our next story is about dead miners haunting the Gold Hill Hotel. Near Virginia City, Nevada, there's a small town called Gold Hill, to which people flock to find gold. One of the mines in the town is near the hotel. The mine was called Yellow Jacket. And in 1873, a fire broke out, killing 37 miners, whose bodies were left to rot. Since the fire, ghosts have been reported to wander the hotel, making weird noises, slamming doors, and filling guests with dread. And my last story, and my favorite, is Tessie, the Monster of Lake Tahoe. Lake Tahoe is a magnificent lake, and if you talk to the locals, they'll happily tell you that a large serpent-like creature lives in the deepest part of the lake. Named Tessie, the monster appears in June of every even-numbered year. Its legend goes back to the 19th century and made a resurgence in 1984 when 2 women claimed to have seen a leviathan in the water. Lake Tahoe holds many secrets, and its monstrous depths keep the world wondering what the water really holds. Very interesting. Okay, guys, that is my little short scary stories for tonight. This is my last, I have a Halloween thing coming up, a video this weekend. But for now, that's the end of my Halloween stories. I hope you liked at least some of them. And I'm not real good at pulling off scary, but there you go. I did my best. So you guys have a great day, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. And have fun this weekend with Halloween. And be safe. And that's my favorite time of year. Well, and then Easter is my second favorite, but I just love Halloween because it's so fun. And we'll just see you this weekend on my video that I make. And you guys, I hope you enjoyed the story. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you later. And watch out for the ghosties and ghoulies. Bye-bye.